Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new to my channel, welcome, and my name is Alison. So for today, this video, I'm gonna do a top 5 my favorite concealer. And if you guys do watch me long enough, you guys know I'm very picky about my foundation and my concealer because I believe starting with a good base is something that is really important before putting more makeup on top of your foundation or on your skin. I really believe starting off with a good base is really important, so that is why I'm very picky about my foundation and concealer. And I do want to give you guys a little background about my face. So I do have acne prone skin and very oily skin, so usually something that it's on top of my concealer, like this eye area, it's super oily. So whenever I put an eyeshadow on my eyelid, it's super oily. I do have to set it or give it a nice base to start off my eyeshadow, because if I don't do it, it will get oily and the foundation will be gone after the day. That happens a lot. So this is a little background about how my skin react during the day. So I do get very oily. So these are the items that is bulletproof and something that it holds up on my skin for, I would say, 8 to 11 hours. And if you guys do watch me with my foundation review, how I start off with my bare face, you guys will see I do have a dark circle underneath my eye, so I constantly need something that it brightens it up, and also I need something to set it to hold up for the whole day. So to begin with all this foundation, I always use my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So this is what the packaging looks like, and on the inside it does have that light salmon color, so it brightens up my dark circle very nicely, and also kind of lift up my under eye area. It just gives it a very nice complexion to start off with. So as you guys heard earlier, I do like a very full coverage concealer underneath my eye because I do have dark circle to cover it up. If something is too light, it just shows up my dark circle underneath, so I want something that is full coverage. And first of all, I want to say this is like everyone's holy grail. If you guys have oily skin, this is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So I would say this is a lot of people holy grail, and this is something that it gives you full coverage, it stay put on your eye. But I would say dry skin might not like this concealer because it does dries down very matte finish, and if you guys do have fine lines like wrinkles underneath your eye area, you might not like this product. But for me, I like a full coverage and something that is matte finish. It holds up for the whole day on my eyelid or my under eye. This is something that I would use every single day. So I got two shades here. First of all, in my winter shades, I usually use light neutral, and for my summer shade, I usually like to use light medium shade. When you open the cap here, it does come with a really big fluffy applicator, and one swipe actually adjusts enough for your under eye, so you don't really have to dip it back into the cap. This is what light neutral looks like, and this is light medium. They're just slightly different of undertone, but they both work underneath my eye very nicely. And close up, I'm sure you guys can tell it's a very full coverage concealer, but I have to say when it dries down, it does dry down matte. So if you guys do have really dry under eye, you might not like this product. And again, with all the concealer here that I'm talking about, I have to set it with my Laura Mercier setting powder or my other setting powder that I like. And because I do have very oily skin, and I do want something that it lasts through from 6 or 8 hours to 11 hours. So that is something that it works very well with setting with the setting powder. It doesn't crease, it doesn't look super cakey, or it doesn't show up the lines. So these are all the foundation that I try and I like. So this has been my first holy grail I have used, and I do have one empty bottle right here. I'm almost done with it. I just have a little left on the applicator, but this is something that it lasts me for a very long time. It lasts me throughout a year and a half, I would say, since Tarte Shape Tape just came out. I already have it, and this is like my first bottle of it. And I also have this in light medium shade. So I want to say this really lasts me for a very long time. It does have 10 milliliters, which is 0.3381 fluid ounce. That's a lot for a concealer. So with the emptiness here, you guys know how much I love this product. It's like my holy grail. But then my second favorite, I have to say, it has replaced my first love. And that sounds crazy, I know, but since this product came out, I never used my Tarte Shape Tape again because this is how good a product that it can replace my Tarte Shape Tape. And I do hear a lot of people say Makeup Revolution, they do have one concealer that it's very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. But then I try out and make a video of that on how it compares side to side, but I really don't like how it looks because it's just very dry underneath my eye, and then it just creases because it's super dry and it shows up a lot of fine lines that I normally don't see on my face. So that is like a no-go on my concealer. I don't think it's a dupe for me. And this product, this is from Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It has super coverage. This product comes out and I just never took it down. And it has been replaced my Tarte Shape Tape. I know that's so crazy, but it has a good reason why it has been replaced to my favorite Tarte Shape Tape. First of all, because it does give you a very nice full coverage. Second of all, because it does dries down very nicely, but not as dry as the Tarte Shape Tape, but not as moisture as a lot of light coverage of a concealer. So it's like something that in the middle is perfect for me. And also I really like the coverage on it. It just gives me a very smooth and full coverage. It's not to the point that it's full coverage and matte finish. It does kind of like shows up my lines underneath my eye. So this has replaced my favorite Tarte Shape Tape. And first of all, the packaging, it looks super nice. It does look like their Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Also, this product comes in 15 milliliters, which is 5 milliliters more than the Tarte Shape Tape. And this product, it does also come in a big fluffy applicator, which I do like. I don't mind how it looks, but it does grab a lot of product. You don't have to dip it in back to the bottle to get more product out for the first use. So this is something that I have been using every day now since it came out, and I just really like how blendable it is, because sometimes with the Tarte Shape Tape, when it's too matte finish, it's kind of hard to blend it with your beauty blender or your sponge. But with this product, it just blends seamlessly. It's super easy to blend and it doesn't move when it dries down. But I do set it with my setting powder again because I do have oily skin, and even though I do have foundation around my face get super oily during the day, I don't see my concealer gets any oil on top. It just, this part of my eye, it's matte finish, and the rest of my face is like oily after like 8 hours. I would say this is my holy grail now, so I recommend this product. So the third concealer that I try out and I like, this is a drugstore item, finally, not a high-end item, but this is from Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. First of all, the packaging, it looks really nice with the rose gold and white cap finish. I like the color combination here. It looks really lush, even though it's a drugstore price. One thing I really like about this concealer, it does give me that full coverage. It does last very long on my underneath eye, and I do set it with my setting powder again, but this product, I would say it's not as good as the Too Faced and my Tarte one because it's not that high up of a coverage that is similar to Tarte Shape Tape or any Too Faced, but this is like something that in the middle, it does give you a coverage. You can tell that there's like a dark circle underneath your eye after applying this, but this is also a very lightweight, and I believe this product, it could work on a lot of combination to dry skin, because I do see dry skin people using it and they do like it. So I feel like this product is very universal because it does work on oily skin and it does work on combination and dry skin as well. And I'm sure you guys can see the coverage here. I only did 2 swap here, and the coverage on here, it looks very nice. You can tell it does give you a medium coverage. So this would be something that I would like to wear if I don't have to wear my concealer or my makeup up to 8 hours, because it does give me a very natural light medium finish. And also this is drugstore price. I really think this is the best drugstore concealer that I've tried. So if you guys are on a budget, I highly recommend this concealer because it does the same thing. And also this is really comparable with other high-end concealer because I think it does a really great job, and I would seriously think it does beat a lot of high-end concealer out there. One thing I forgot to mention is this concealer, you do have to play around with it with some foundation that you have, because sometimes I put on another foundation and I feel like there's a little mark on my concealer with the foundation because they're separating, so you do have to play with the foundation with this concealer. So I really think it really worth the price to try this out, and I got this in the shade light. I tried the shade in light medium and it's too dark or tan for my under eye area. And I do want to say with this Flower Beauty concealer, they don't come up with a lot of shade range, so that's only the downside of this concealer, but I'm sure you can find new shades or mix it together. But with the price, I think it really worth it. Moving on to the next concealer, I would say this is more of a affordable price as well, but I purchased it on yesstyle.com because this is the brand from Korea, Pony Yvette. So this is Pro Fit Liquid Concealer. It does have SPF 30 and PA2+. So first of all, I want to say the packaging, it looks very nice with a rose gold cap and a simple plastic bottle. And if you guys really into like Asian beauty, I think this is the one for you. But this is not as what typical Asian beauty products, because I feel like a lot of Asian beauty products, they are more tend to a light coverage because they want it looks like skin and they want that natural finish. But this is something that it really surprised me. I didn't expect it was that good because I feel like it would not give me a full coverage, but it was on sale at the time, so I want to grab it and try it out. And also I do hear a lot of good things about this concealer, so I'm happy that I discovered this. And if you guys do need a sunscreen underneath your eye, this would be something that you're looking for because it does have SPF of 30, and that's a lot for a concealer. Usually with my face, I use 35 to 40 SPF, but this, it does have SPF 30 and PA2+. So this is something that it does give you a concealer effect, and it does give you that coverage to protect your under eye underneath the sun. So this is like a 2-in-1 product, I would say. So this product, I got it in the shade, it doesn't have an English name. Oh, it does. Actually, this is in the shade Ivory, and I feel like this is more like my winter shade because I do get tan, a little tanner during the summertime. And when my tan fade, this is my color. So as you can tell, this is a very light shade for my underneath my eye right now, but this is something that I will use during the winter time. And I would say this is out of my expectation because it does give me a very nice full coverage, but I would say it does dries down a little matte but not super, so I would say it's more of a satin finish. But I do set it with my Laura Mercier powder, so that is something that it does hold up on my under eye, and usually during the winter time I don't get super oily, so I feel like this concealer is more for a dry to combination skin. And if you guys are oily, you can set it with setting powder. And with my oily skin during the winter time, it does stay pretty nice. It doesn't fade at all if I set it with my setting powder. And this is a very nice coverage as well. It blends very nicely seamlessly on my underneath eye area, and I feel like this is a more affordable price as well, even though you get it from international. And also I feel like this is a hidden gem because I don't see a lot of people talk about it, and I feel like because Asian likes more of a light coverage, so not much people like a full coverage on their foundation concealer, so there's not much people talks about it. Or it could just be me, I haven't heard people talks about it. So this is like a hidden gem on me. I'm really surprised and happy that I discovered this concealer. Okay, last but not least, this product, it's from a celebrity brand, and this is from KikiW Beauty. Usually with celebrity makeup brand, I don't want to support those brands because there tends to be just for the name but not really care about the makeup product. Is that really good? People just purchase it because of the celebrity and they just want to support the star. But with this KikiW, I heard a lot of beauty blogger, YouTuber talks about it. After I heard a lot of good reviews, I decided to purchase this as well. So the packaging is really on trend with the nudie pink color, and this is like the crystal box, like a bottle underneath. It looks really I'll say in trend and nice looking. So first of all, I have to say this is kind of expensive concealer with how many product it comes with it. So this product, it only comes in 0.162 fluid ounce, which is only 4.60 grams. Compared to my other one, it does come in a lot more, but with a less price. So this is definitely just for Kim Kardashian making off money. But then I have to say this product, it looks really good, and I really like the applicator. First of all, it's like a small applicator here, but it does grab on a lot of product. But this product, it does give me a very nice light to medium coverage, I would say. But also it does cover up my dark circle. That's something that I'm really picky about on concealer. And also I do set this concealer with my setting powder, so it does stays very nicely on top of my skin. But I have been using this during the winter time when it comes out. I haven't been using it during the summertime because I love my Too Faced one, and now that I have to wear my concealer and foundation for 11 hours, so I want something that it makes sure that it lasts me long enough. But I would say this is more of a natural everyday makeup look for the concealer because it's not super full coverage, but it still cover up my dark circle. And also, it doesn't dry down fully matte. It's like a satin matte finish, but again, I do set it with my Laura Mercier setting powder. But this one, it just gives me a very nice neutral tone on it, and I would say this is something that I would wear for the weekend if I don't have to work for 11 hours. And this would be something that I would go for grocery shopping or just going out and about for a couple hours. This would be the concealer that I would like to wear. And this could be the concealer I think I could wear without a foundation. Because with my Too Faced one, I have to say without any foundation, it looks kind of weird on just the concealer on top here. But sometimes, you know, you just don't want to wear foundation, but you want to look put together. And you do have dark circles, so you do want to cover up just that area. So this is the item that I would use for those days. Okay guys, so that is all my top 5 favorite concealer, and I did try a lot of other concealer, and these are the items that I've been keeping in my collection and something that I would use it during the winter, summertime, depends what I feel like it. But this is more of a medium to full coverage to me. If I say light to medium coverage in this video on the concealer, I feel like if you guys don't have much to cover, that would be like a medium to full coverage for you guys, because I do have really dark under eye dark circle, and I need something that it really cover up my dark circle and just help my face put together. So these are the concealer that I come up with that I really like. So I hope this video does help you guys out to pick up your concealer if you guys do have the same issues that I do with oily eyelid. And if you do set it with your setting powder, these are the stuff that it does holds up throughout the day, I would say. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!